Welcome back to Healthy Life Keys, where we unlock simple habits that support vibrant, strong, and joyful aging. Now we all know that nuts are considered one of the healthiest snacks out there. But here's a question most people never ask. Could some of the nuts in your kitchen right now actually be draining your energy, irritating your joints, or interfering with your health goals? Today, we're talking about 12 common nuts, 6 that can boost your heart, protect your eyes, and keep your memory sharp, and 6 that may be causing more trouble than they're worth. And the surprising part? Many people are snacking on the wrong ones every single day without even knowing it. So stay with me to the very end. You may uncover a few small changes that leave you feeling better, lighter, and more in control of your well-being. Before we begin, don't forget to tap that like button, subscribe to Healthy Life Keys, and share this with someone who could use a health boost today. Now let's get started. Your better choices begin right here. Part 1. 6 nuts seniors should be eating. 1. Hazelnuts. If you're someone who enjoys a morning coffee with a nutty flavor, you might already be familiar with hazelnuts. But beyond the flavor lies something far more valuable: heart protection. These small, crunchy nuts are loaded with heart-healthy fats, vitamin E, and magnesium. Together, they help keep your arteries clear, your cholesterol in check, and your circulation steady. Hazelnuts also contain manganese, a mineral that quietly supports your bones, joints, and even skin health. For those of us concerned about aging gracefully, this is a quiet bonus worth savoring. What's more, hazelnuts grow with minimal water in tough conditions. That means when you enjoy them, you're not just helping yourself, you're supporting a more sustainable planet. Try adding a handful to oatmeal or yogurt. They pair beautifully with dark chocolate. Have hazelnuts been part of your daily routine, or are they a new discovery for you? Let's keep the momentum going as we explore the brain-boosting power of walnuts next. 2. Walnuts. Take a good look at a walnut. Its crinkled, two-lobed shape looks like the human brain. And that's no coincidence. This nut was built to support your mind. Walnuts are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that nourishes brain cells and reduces inflammation. That means sharper thinking, steadier moods, and stronger memory, especially important as we age. They also contain polyphenols, vitamin E, and even a small amount of melatonin, which supports more restful sleep. In one major study, seniors who ate walnuts consistently performed better on memory tests and had a reduced risk of cognitive decline. Plus, walnuts are gentle on the teeth and gums. No need to worry about crunching through something hard. Try 7 walnut halves a day. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or blend into a soft muffin mix. Have you ever noticed how some foods seem to lift your mood or help you sleep better? Up next, we revisit a nearly forgotten treasure, the humble acorn. 3. Acorns. Did you know that some of the healthiest energy-stabilizing foods were gathered by hand thousands of years before grocery stores existed? Acorns, yes, the fruit of the oak tree, were once a dietary staple for Native American communities and ancient cultures worldwide. Rich in protein, healthy fats, complex carbohydrates, vitamin C, and key minerals like magnesium and potassium, acorns offer far more than you might expect from something found on a forest floor. They help release energy slowly, supporting blood sugar balance. Their antioxidants promote joint comfort and immune strength. But preparation is essential. Acorns contain tannins, bitter compounds that must be soaked or boiled out, an act of patience that transforms them into a nourishing food. Use acorn flour, in pancakes or muffins. Try toasting soaked pieces with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Have you ever explored foods rooted in your ancestry? You may discover something surprisingly healing. Now, let's move from wild to familiar. Pecans are up next. 4. Pecans. What if I told you that your Thanksgiving pie ingredient could help extend your life? It sounds almost too good to be true, but science suggests otherwise. Pecans, often seen as dessert toppings, are actually among the most nutrient-dense nuts nature offers. In just 1 ounce, they provide over 19 essential vitamins and minerals, including folic acid, potassium, and vitamin B1, all of which support healthy nerve function, heart rhythm, and energy levels. Pecans are also one of the richest sources of gamma-tocopherol, a powerful form of vitamin E that helps fight free radicals and slow cellular aging. For seniors, they offer something else: ease. Their soft texture is gentle on teeth, and their naturally sodium-free content supports blood pressure health. Sprinkle them on oatmeal or mix into a berry salad. Have pecans been quietly waiting in your pantry for their spotlight moment? Next, we'll explore the cozy charm of chestnuts. 5. Chestnuts. What other nut can boast high vitamin C and taste like dessert? Chestnuts are truly in a class of their own. Unlike almonds or walnuts, they're low in fat but rich in complex carbohydrates, making them more like a nourishing grain than a traditional nut. They offer a unique blend of vitamin C, potassium, copper, and fiber. That means chestnuts may support immunity, ease digestion, and help maintain healthy blood sugar levels. They also contain B vitamins that aid in energy and nerve function, especially helpful as we age. Their soft texture and gentle flavor make them ideal for seniors with dental sensitivities or taste changes. And best of all, they're naturally low in allergens. Enjoy them roasted, pureed into soup, or mashed as a warm, comforting side. Have you ever brought chestnuts into your everyday meals, or are they still just a holiday memory for you? Up next, a vibrant green favorite: pistachios. 6. Pistachios. Sometimes health begins not in a pill or a program, but in a quiet, daily ritual. Shelling pistachios one by one invites you to pause, to breathe, to savor. But these aren't just snack-time meditations. Pistachios are loaded with nutrients that matter deeply as we age. Potassium to steady the heart, lutein to protect your eyes, and vitamin B6 to lift your mood. They're high in protein and fiber, helping you feel full without overdoing calories. Research shows that pistachios may lower cholesterol, regulate blood sugar, and even promote better sleep, thanks to their natural melatonin content. Choose them unsalted and enjoy a small handful a day. Try them over salads, in yogurt, or simply on their own. Slow and satisfying. Do you have a food ritual that grounds you, even for just a few minutes a day? Let's now explore the nuts that may not serve you as kindly. Part 2. 6 nuts seniors should avoid or limit. 1. Almonds. Almonds carry a glow of goodness, rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and heart-healthy fats. They've long been hailed as the poster child of wellness. But here's the hidden cost. It takes over 1 gallon of water to grow a single almond. With most almonds coming from drought-stricken California, the burden stretches beyond your plate. It touches rivers, farmers, and fragile ecosystems. For many, this knowledge shifts the meaning of healthy to include not just the body, but the earth. Does that mean you must stop eating almonds? Not necessarily. Consider cutting back. Enjoy them mindfully. Rotate with more sustainable options like hazelnuts or walnuts. A handful of almonds may be nutritious, but how it's grown can shape how it nourishes. Have you ever changed your eating habits because of how something was produced? Next, we move from environmental weight to ethical weight. Cashews may surprise you. 2. Cashews. Cashews feel gentle on the tongue, creamy, smooth, almost luxurious, but behind their soft texture lies a reality that's far harder to digest. To harvest cashews, workers must remove shells containing urushiol, the same chemical found in poison ivy. Without protective gear, it can cause painful burns and respiratory distress. In some regions, this work is done under harsh conditions, with limited rights and little compensation. As if that weren't enough, cashews are also high in oxalates, which may stress aging kidneys and contribute to stone formation. If you love cashews, consider ethically sourced or fair trade varieties and enjoy them in moderation. Better yet, reach for pistachios or pecans. They're kind to your body and gentler on the world. Does knowing the story behind a food change how it tastes to you? Sometimes, compassion becomes the most nourishing choice. 3. Horse chestnuts. Not everything that looks familiar is safe. Just as life teaches us to look beyond appearances, so too must we with nature's gifts. Horse chestnuts, with their glossy brown shells and rounded shape, may remind you of the edible chestnuts sold during the holidays. But inside lies a toxin called esculin, a compound that can cause vomiting, confusion, or worse if consumed. They often fall from trees, in parks, or line quiet trails. A curious forager or grandchild might see them and assume they're safe, but looks, in this case, can mislead. The wisdom here? Trust what's labeled, choose what's known, and when in doubt, leave it out. Have you ever mistaken something ordinary for something dangerous, or vice versa? Life has a way of humbling us gently. Next, we'll shift from hidden toxins to hidden calories. Macadamia nuts are next on our list. 4th, macadamia nuts. Some foods wear elegance like a fine coat. Macadamia nuts are one of them. Rich, buttery, and indulgent with every bite. But beneath that velvet texture lies a nutritional warning. Just 1 ounce contains nearly 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. A single handful can quietly match an entire meal in energy. Though the fats are mostly monounsaturated, the heart-friendly kind, macadamias are deceptively dense and easy to overeat. They also carry some saturated fats, which in large amounts may raise LDL cholesterol, especially for older adults watching their numbers. Does that mean you must avoid them entirely? Not at all. Think of them like a rich dessert, an occasional pleasure. Less than 10 nuts paired with fruit or fiber can offer joy without overload. Have you ever noticed how some of the richest flavors ask for the lightest touch? Next, we explore a nut that may change your taste entirely: pine nuts. 5. Pine nuts. They're small, elegant, and often saved for special recipes, sprinkled over pasta or blended into pesto. But pine nuts, for all their charm, sometimes leave behind an unexpected trace. It's called pine mouth. A rare reaction, it causes a bitter or metallic taste that can linger for days, sometimes longer. The food you once loved suddenly tastes off. For seniors, this can dampen appetite and take the joy out of eating. Most cases trace back to lower quality pine nuts, especially those stored too long or sourced from unreliable suppliers. While not dangerous, the experience can be deeply frustrating. If you enjoy pine nuts, treat them like spice, used sparingly and always fresh. Store in the fridge and choose sources from Italy or the US for better quality control. Have you ever tasted something that stayed with you longer than you expected? And now, let's look at one last nut, the classic comfort food, peanuts. 6. Peanuts. They've been with us since childhood, slipped into lunchboxes, packed into road trip snacks, and blended into creamy spreads. Peanuts feel like home, but sometimes what's familiar deserves a closer look. Peanuts are not true nuts, but legumes. They offer protein, fiber, and niacin, yes. But they're also high in omega-6 fats, which without enough omega-3s to balance them, may contribute to inflammation, a key concern in aging bodies. They're calorie-dense and incredibly easy to overeat. Just a small handful can tip your daily intake more than you expect. And if poorly stored, peanuts are susceptible to aflatoxins, a natural mold linked to liver stress. If you love them, keep it simple. Choose dry-roasted, unsalted varieties. Stick to about 10 to 12 peanuts at a time and rotate with walnuts or pistachios for better balance. Have you ever paused to rethink a lifelong food habit? Sometimes small changes can carry big wisdom, and there you have it. We've just explored 12 everyday nuts, 6 that can support your heart, memory, digestion, and energy, and 6 that may be worth limiting due to calories, toxins, or even ethical concerns. From the quiet power of hazelnuts and walnuts to the hidden pitfalls of cashews and peanuts, the choices we make, even in something as small as a snack, can truly shape how we feel each day. Remember, it's not about giving things up. It's about choosing what helps you thrive. Thank you for spending time with me here at Healthy Life Keys. If this video gave you a new perspective or helped you rethink your daily habits, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Every small step counts, especially when it comes to living better, longer. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and take care of yourself.